got tired of all the chemicals that we're being spread around the planet, that we're forcing onto our children. The idea that we can live better chemically is an absurd idea. Our heritage is organic. I'm a seed farmer. I look at a seed as something that carries the history of life itself within this tiny little organism. I'm so pleased to be in South Australia, a state that has disavowed the being of genetically modified organisms. It's a horrible way to go through life, eating something that has been created in a test tube as opposed to something that's integrated into the larger web of life. I'm an organic farmer, so I've become a preacher, it turns out, because there's just nobody really standing up and talking about issues that we need to talk about as people. And more than anything, I think we're living in the age of insanity. It's a period of time where we've allowed money to dictate what sort of future we're going to have. We don't control money, money controls us, and we're enslaving life itself through the technologies that are being developed. You've actually given me a few more minutes here than I thought I would have, so tell you what, I'm a third generation farmer on the land that I'm living on. My grandfather settled it, and then my father took it over, and now I'm living on it. It's in a small little valley called along the Broken Head River, so I wrote a song about that place called Peace in the Valley. I think one of the things we're losing in our life as we launch into this third millennium is the idea of spirituality. To me, a seed is carrying all that knowledge of ancient history, all the spirit of the world, and we have to appreciate the fact that all the solar system, we're the only ones in which we found any sort of life as far as we know in the entire universe. That's what separates us from any other thing in this world, is that we have life. And one of the tools we use as a society these days is money. And money is only an artificial concept. And in many ways it's isolating us from the living world around us. And we're the only species that understands this idea of money. There's no other life form that has any appreciation for it. And we're alienating ourselves from that world of spirituality and the idea of being connected to the land. I did a lot of other things in my life. I used to teach performance driving. I've worked in television and media. And I've found that being a farmer is something you actually grow into, especially being an organic farmer. There was a time I used to use chemicals. And one day I thought about this, and I suddenly realized what I was Dr. Death. When I loaded up my sprayer with chemical, I was taking death out to the field and I was spraying it across my fields. And that was a moment of epiphany, a moment where I realized what I was doing was just totally wrong. There was no reason for it to do this thing. And it set me on a mission. Like, I'd much rather be out in my garden right now, crawling around the plants and pulling out the weeds. But we need to talk more about what it means to be human, or human community, and to be part of a web of life. There's an old saying I came across one time, a way of looking at life, which is to say, in the house of happiness, there I wander. In the house of long life, there I wander. Beauty before me, with it I wander. Beauty behind me, with it I wander. Beauty below me, with it I wander. Beauty above me, with it I wander. Beauty all around me, with it I wander. On the beautiful trail I am, with it I wander. In old age traveling, with it I wander. Now this is something I got through investigating native culture. The thing I find fascinating about native culture is they don't have this idea of money. And the people that have exploited the native cultures, who have decimated the native cultures, are the people with money. And the Americans are the worst. I had an opportunity to go to the southern states to preach this, and I went, no, this would never work. And tell the Americans that money isn't real and there shouldn't be, have the power they have, because of all people on the earth, it is the Americans that preach this idea of money is the most important thing you can pursue in life. And I look at it, that's not so. Money's just a means of barter, and that's all it should ever be. It shouldn't be a reason for being alive. So I'm going to do one last song. This is an audience participation song, field style, where I sing out a line, and the audience throws that line back, and that line is, what is it? Passing through. Because we're all transitory beings on this planet. One day we'll pass on, and our being, our essence, will go back into the world, and other life forms will make use of whatever we are. If we're carrying toxic chemicals, we're just poisoning the future. Passing through, passing through, passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Well, people that just saw me passing through. I saw Adam leave the garden with an apple in his hand. Now that we're out, what you gonna do? Plant some crops and pray for rain, or maybe raise a little cane. point out if you want to come see the shows on the Nexus Gallery, and the times that are printed in the PAIRS handout program are wrong. You'll have to refer to the website or to the handouts that we're giving out. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to lovely Wayne James, all the way from near Winnipeg in Canada.
Closest airport.
There was a little bit of price of admission, and have a chat to Wayne and grab one of his flyers if you're interested in the show. It's a little bit different to the listing in the program, so grab one of his flyers and have a chat and go and see shows at Nexus Gallery, and then he'll be at the Grand Academy of Legato next week.